This is Dr. Lawrence Jones, and I was going to give you a few comments about the November 2019 advanced milk prices that were released this week. And the first question I think that we should ask ourselves is why do we even care about these? Should we be watching them, or is it just another piece of data that kind of floats along in the ether here? But if you look back to the September prices, it turns out that the information released in the advanced prices for September actually accounted for 40% of the final milk check. So they are actually very important and give us a really good indication as to what's going to happen for the final milk check. And one of the things that is interesting to watch is there's a lot of speculation as to what's going to happen in November for class 3 and 4, but in fact most of our milk check has already been set, and so what happens in the market in the next two months or a month and a half is not nearly as important as everybody might think it to be. The first thing I want to remind everybody with the announcement is what it's based on, and it turns out that there's a 2-week period in the month prior to the month that it's being announced for that controls the entire advanced pricing. So it's the weeks of October, ending in October 12th and October 19th, where butter was released at basically $2.15, non-fat dry milk at $1.10, cheese at $1.94, and whey at 34 cents. Now the only three numbers that actually carry all the way through to the final milk check is the base skim milk price for class 1, the advanced butterfat pricing for class 1, and the non-fat dry milk price for class 2. The rest of this information is more just how things are calculated and give you a perspective of where we were in those 2 weeks, but those numbers can change by the time the actual class and components are released. So the numbers we want to focus on is the skim milk price, the butterfat price, and the class 2 non-fat solids price. So we should remember that the class 1 skim price is the average of the class 3 and the class 4 skim price, and then added 74 cents to it. So the class 1 skim price was 10.10 for November, and then it gets added to the butterfat, and then for the Northeast at least another $3.25 gets added onto it as a kind of a Northeast bonus. So if we just look at the raw skim price, it's been going up consistently. The butterfat price obviously took a big downturn in August and is going to be down quite a bit in November. But if we add those together, the skim price is offsetting the butterfat price, and so we're going to have a skim price that's up a little bit from October. If we look at the non-fat solids price for the class 2, that has also gone up this month, which is going to lead to a fairly nice change in the milk check. And in fact, the class 2 non-fat solids is up about 5.6%. Our total class 1 is up about 1.4%, but you can see it's been climbing over time. The second page of the announcement pretty well pulls this together. Our skim price is $1.10. The actual class 1 is $18.14 when you add 3.5% fat to it, and then there's $3.25 that brings it down to the $21.39. So with that, I think the announcement of the class 1 prices were very good for the industry. It's looking very positive. Momentum is still in the upward direction, and we'll just wait to see how the class and the components come out at the beginning of the month for November, and we've got to finish up October 1st. Thank you, and I hope that this form of providing this information is useful for you.